Hello everybody. So today I'm going to be dyeing my hair. I just want to say that I am not a professional hairstylist. I have no training. This is just some tips and tricks that I have come up with over the years of doing my own hair dyeing. I personally am allergic to a ton of dyes. And that's also including food dyes. I have an allergy to red 40, yellow 5, blue, whatever. All of those fun FDA approved colors that are in all my food. When that happens, I just have to take a Benadryl. Luckily, it's nothing very serious. I just kind of break out in blotches, and now my face gets really red. So it also goes for skin sensitivity. I'm very sensitive to bleaches, hair strippers, color strippers. When you put a hair color in and you don't want it, you put this heavy chemical in your hair and it comes out, which is very damaging to your hair. So I would not recommend that. But if you want to, you do you. I also like to use vegan hair dyes. Vegan products. So I specifically like to stick to Manic Panic hair dyes. I've used Beyond the Zone hair dye before, and it's okay. But I think for me personally, I like to use Manic Panic. So let's get down to what I use and what you probably might want to use. So because I'm a painter at Trait, I like to put my darkest hair colors to my lightest hair colors if I'm going to be using a mix in a row like that. Because usually when I set up my painting palette, if it's oil or acrylic, I like to do dark to lights. That's just so I can see my color range and value. I like to have a little hair clip so I can throw parts of my hair up and clip it. It's easier than hair ties. Obviously gloves because I don't want to stain my hands. And if you do stain your hands, I use sometimes Vaseline. I'll just rub it on my fingertips, and then I'll wash it off. It pulls out the pigments, especially with Manic Panic. Different brushes. I've obtained tons of these because of the bleach kits that I buy. These come in with your bleach kits. They're like little things to help you. If you have a frosting cap, you put the little sticky part and you pull your hair through the frosting cap. I just keep these because sometimes I use them for paint, but also I use them to open up the foil tops on these containers. Sometimes they're a pain in the butt to open up. And then sometimes, not all the time, I use little strips of foil that I already pre-cut, so then I can fold my hair into it and keep it going. And then you want to have a crappy towel and a crappy t-shirt. You do not want to have something nice on because chances are you're probably going to get dye on it. As you can tell, I already have bleach stains and red hair dye. It kind of looks like I have, dandruff, but it's not. It's just bleach stains. So what you're going to do is I've already pre-lightened my hair. I've used a Manic Panic bleach kit. I personally just like getting the bleach kits because then I can get the extra gloves and the extra, ignore that, that's my upstairs neighbors. Our water's kind of loud. I like to collect the gloves and extra bits and pieces that it comes with. So this is my natural hair color right here. I'm a blonde. Of course, the older I get, the darker blonde my hair gets. But when I was a kid, I had this blonde of hair. So, to me, this is natural. If you have darker hair, it's going to take a lot longer to process. You might need to bleach it once or twice, depending. I've done my friend's hair who, she has very dark hair. We've had to dye her, we had to bleach her hair twice. And then the pigments also set different in your hair, depending on how dark or light. This was one bleach. I was kind of lucky. It came out pretty neutral looking. Again, I'm not a hairstylist, so if I'm using the wrong terms, I'm sorry. So no one shout at me. Or if you want to teach me, just let me know. But it came out pretty evenly. Sometimes I get pink. There you go, you can kind of see it. I get some pink tones in my hair, and that's just because the dye won't come out, or maybe it's just the roots of my hair. I'm not 100% sure. So then, now that my hair is all pre-bleached, I don't like to dye my undercut just because I just don't. If you want to put color in it and you have a dark undercut, I would say bleach it. Because 9 times out of 10, your color's not going to stick very well. So, my hair, sometimes I wash it first, and then I'll dye it. But I've washed my hair a lot recently, so I'm fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the towel around me, around my neck, just in case. Sometimes I put something on the floor just so then dye doesn't get on my floor and then stain my floor and I lose my security deposit. That's another thing. If you are worried about your bathroom utilities or, whatever, your sinks, I'd also have a cleaner on hand just in case. I'm kind of messy. I'm also a messy painter, so I know myself. I'm going to try and cover things so it doesn't get all dirty. So I'm going to set up, and then I will show you the color swatches that I made on a piece of paper to show you what kind of levels of color I'm going to get in my hair. So this is, in order, the Raven Black, After Midnight, Purple Haze, Ultraviolet, Siren Song, and then the Virgin Snow, which is also a pastel toner, and then I put the pastel toner all throughout it. Obviously I just smudged it so the After Midnight kind of went through all of it, but you can see how I did that. And then I'm going to decide how I'm going to put it in my hair. So as you can see, those are the colors that I was thinking about. What I'm going to do is Ultraviolet Roots, then Purple Haze, and then the After Midnight, so the darker blue, and then Raven. So it's going to go like red purple to a blue purple to a dark blue to a black. Not sure how the black will stay in my hair. Sometimes it doesn't come out, so we'll see. If not, I'll just blend them all together. That's just how I do it. So obviously I threw my hair up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of Vaseline, put it on the areas that I may get dye on. I also put it on my ears, the back of my neck. For some reason I tend to whip my hair and it goes all over my face. So I had the towel on, all I did was just flip it up with a little rubber band, a hair scrunchie, and then I have a thing of paper towels and a cleaning spray on the floor just in case. And then I have put paper towels here to put my different color brushes on so I don't get junk all over my sink. I'm going to turn the fan on just because it's hot in here. And also, if you have animals or cats or dogs or anything in between, close your door. My cats love to play in the shower, and I don't need them knocking into me or getting little blue or purple paws. So, let's get dyeing. So basically, now that I did all of that, and now that I look like an alien and I have splotches all over, like I said, I told you, I'm pretty messy when I dye my hair. I'm just checking right now to see if I need to update anything, like if I need to put more. Sometimes it's the first color I use, sometimes it doesn't set very well. And I've also never dyed my undercut before black. I've dyed it once and it was like a total fail. So if it turns out really shitty, I'll just shave it off. It really doesn't matter. So all I'm going to do is go through it, and then I'm going to let my hair set for about an hour, hour and a half at least. With Manic Panic, the cool thing is that you can just let it stay in as long as you want. I'm not 100% sure how much this color is going to stay because it was hard for me to apply all of it really thickly. I've never really done an ombre before, so we'll see how this whole thing turns out. And then all I do is I use my shower head, turn my head upside down, rinse it out with cool water. Usually if it's just one color, I will shampoo my hair twice and then condition it just to get all the color out. You're really not supposed to do that, but that's what I do just because I don't like the feeling of dyeing my hair. That's just me. So hopefully my undercut doesn't look like a blob. Right now I look like a blob, but we'll see how it turns out, and I will show you after I'm done with all that. Also, this is the aftermath of it all. This is even with me cleaning constantly in between. So, I even got some on my toe. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to clean. Hooray. So this is actually how my hair turned out, and I kind of like it. The black didn't turn out like at all, but it is what it is, and yeah.